Right now on APSU-TV, the murder of a Fort Campbell soldier, mudslide shuts down I-24, Austin Peay takes down Anchor Down, and promoting a safe spring break. Plus local sports, weather, and more. APSU-TV News starts right now. Good morning, Clarksville, and thanks for joining us. It's Friday, March 1st. I'm Angela Peterson.
And I'm Sydney Hawkins. Good afternoon and welcome. A Fort Campbell soldier has admitted to being involved with the murder of his ex-wife and hiding her body. According to the Associated Press and the Leaf Chronicle, Sergeant Jamal Williams-McCrae accepted a plea agreement during a hearing Wednesday on Post. Williams-McCrae will not face the death penalty in exchange for pleading guilty to premeditated murder charges. Another soldier, Specialist Charles Robinson III, pleaded guilty in the killing of Private First Class Shadow McLean. Robinson says McLean's ex-husband offered him $10,000 to kill her and help hide the body.
The National Weather Service says flooding is still a serious problem across Middle Tennessee. Local areas continue to be elevated or flooded. This weekend, Middle Tennessee will possibly see 1 to 2 inches of rain. Some areas may also see a wintry mix late Sunday night. For more on the flooding and your 5-day weather forecast, let's head over to Zach Pugh.
Well, thanks, Angela. Meteorologists with the National Weather Service in Nashville say water levels along the Cumberland River are still running high and will stay that way through the weekend. The Tennessee Valley Authority tells people who are used to fishing or boating on the Tennessee Valley to be cautious because dams are overflowing. Brian Wingate has the story.
TVA River Forecast Manager James Everett reported that this month, 11 inches of rain have fallen across 650 miles of the Tennessee River and its watershed. He stated that the amount of rainfall was 2 to 3 times the national monthly average, making a new record amount of rain for February. The Clarksville Police Department has reported that Dunbar Cave Road has been reopened after being closed due to flooding. Water levels from the Cumberland River rose to just under 25 feet below Clarksville's historic R.J. Corman Railroad Bridge. Brian Wingate, APSU-TV News.
Officials say to avoid flooded areas along the river and move personal belongings to higher ground. Don't try to drive on flooded roads. Remember, turn around, don't drown. The flood warning continues for the Cumberland River in Clarksville, Craft Street at College Street, and Riverside Drive near State Highway 48. The river currently sits at 46 feet. Now let's talk about the weather today. We're going to look at current temperatures right now with New York being at about a good 30 degrees. We also have Chicago being at 24 degrees, Atlanta sitting at a great 59, Dallas at 41, Denver at, I believe that is 14, I'm sorry. We also have Seattle over here at 35, and Los Angeles down here at 57. Let's go ahead and look at today's highs for us as well. Knoxville's at 54 degrees. Chattanooga 57. Memphis sitting over here at 49 degrees. The great city of Nashville at 47. And Clarksville's high today is 45 degrees. Today's lows is going to be Knoxville with 39 degrees, Chattanooga with 41, Nashville with 37, Memphis at also 37, and Clarksville being at 34 for today's lows. Tonight's temperature is going to be 34 degrees, a wind at north to northwest at 2 miles per hour, and a chance of 10% of chance precipitation. So if you're getting out tonight, make sure you're wearing a jacket, maybe bring that umbrella, and drive safe as always. Our current temperature out there right now is going to be 37 degrees with winds to north to northwest with 5 miles per hour out there as well. And there's some chance of precipitation on and off for today, but it is a cloudy day overall. So keep your umbrella packed like I said earlier. Our 5-day forecast, we're going to sit down here. On Friday, we have a cloudy day with a high of 45 and a low of 34. Saturday, we move into partly cloudy. The sun's going to peek through and try to make a little bit of a coming out day for us with partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 34. Now, Sunday's the big day. That's going to be a high of 42 and a low of 17 with rain and snow. So if you're getting out and traveling, you need to make sure that you are cautious of those roads because that stuff is going to change in and mix in with each other really fast. On Monday, we have a sunny day of 34 degrees with a high and a low of 15. Tuesday's partly cloudy with a high of 32 and a low of 17 as well. That's all for the weather, so back to you, Angela.
Thanks, Zach. Another 2 weeks and hopefully traffic will be moving more smoothly on Interstate 24 where tons of soaked dirt slid onto the road. Tennessee Department of Transportation officials say they hope to have 2 temporary lanes open by March 15th. A lot of soil will be hauled away before the road work can begin, however, more than 5,000 dump trucks full. Heavy rains led to the landslide earlier this week on the eastbound side in Davidson County.
APSU-TV News would like to issue a correction to a story ran on our February 22nd newscast involving the President's Day rally held on campus.
In that story, a non-binary student was incorrectly identified with the pronoun of she instead of their preferred use of they or them as an identifying pronoun.
We apologize for any problems this may have caused for the student and assure our viewers that APSU-TV News is sensitive to the issues of gender identity. Now for Tennessee politics, let's head over to Meghann Stamps with Political Corner.
Thanks, Sydney. Governor Bill Lee announced a $40 million investment for a school safety grant fund. Governor Lee will direct these funds mainly towards supplying Tennessee schools with school resource officers. The governor says children and teacher safety is a top priority for his administration. He explains the investment ensures school districts will have the resources that they need. About 500 state schools do not have SROs right now. In other words, candidates for the District 22 Tennessee State Senate seat weighed in on school safety in separate interviews with APSU-TV.
Governor Lee has already signed and has a lot of interest in putting millions of dollars into supplying school resource officers at our schools. So I think it's very important that we have good security in our schools.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of having properly trained student resource officers. There's a couple options, I guess, that have come across that I've seen that I wasn't really a fan of because I think it ends up putting students in more harm. But I think, we do have like the active shooter drills, which I mean is unfortunate that they're necessary, but I do, like that we have those. But I think maybe put in some sort of safety mechanism in each classroom. So if there is a active shooter, we can keep the students safe that way.
Increasing the presence of school resource officers would be a wonderful thing. And if that needs to come from a state budget perspective, I'm not sure, because a lot of that does actually pull from local funding.
Most people don't understand 90% of school shootings are done by the student that attend that school. Right. So we need a visual deterrent to those students attempting to do harm to keep them from doing harm. And I think metal detectors or increased SROs or SROs with metal detecting wands at the door would be ideal.
Early voting is going on right now, and you can be a part of it. You can vote for any of these candidates or many more at the March 7th Tennessee primary, or mark your calendars to vote on April 23rd. The position serves Montgomery, Houston, and Stewart counties. Still ahead, why Tennessee lawmakers want people to wait to buy vape and tobacco products. APSU-TV News will be right back.
Parked far, far away from your class? You could walk the whole way, or you could use the Peay pickup. It's a free ride around campus for APSU students, faculty, and staff. You can ride the Peay pickup from 7:30 in the morning until 7 in the evening, Monday through Friday. For more information, go to apsu.edu/SGA, a campus reminder from APSU-TV.
If you have unused or out-of-date prescription medications in your house, there are now numerous places around town where you can safely drop them off. Several local pharmacies, Clarksville's police station, and Austin Peay's campus police have take-back boxes for those medications. Help keep your family and our community safe from unused prescription drugs. For information about drop-off locations and the type of medications accepted, check out our Facebook page at WAPX-FM 91.9.
College can be hard, and sometimes life can be even harder. That's why Austin Peay offers counseling services for students in need of help. Whether it's mental health, relationship advice, or even having someone just to vent to, counseling services are available. All you have to do is call 221-6162 or stop by their office in the Art Building and begin finding your way back to wellness. For more information about student counseling services, check out our Facebook page at WAPXFM 91.9.
A bill to ban abortions once a fetal heartbeat is detected is advancing in the state legislature. The Associated Press says the House Health Committee voted 15-4 to send the bill to the House floor. 4 opposing votes were from Democratic lawmakers. The proposal will next face a full House vote, where it's expected to be endorsed by Republicans. Governor Bill Lee has promised support if the bill reaches his desk. Tennessee is one of several states now with pending bills that would make abortion illegal roughly 6 weeks into pregnancy when the fetal heartbeat is present. A legislative push to increase the minimum age of buying vape and tobacco products from 18 to 21 is gaining traction. More than a dozen health-related groups are advocating for the age change. Tennessee's government faces about $7 million in lost sales tax revenue, while the local governments could lose about $1 million. Some lawmakers believe the change would save the state money on tobacco users' healthcare coverage. We will keep you updated in this developing story. Now for what's happening in APSU sports, let's head over to Kirklan Bell-Cox and Ashton Rich for a look at your Gov Sports update.
Thanks, Meghann. The APSU women's basketball team had a big Thursday night beating the Eastern Kentucky Colonels 80-60 while clinching a spot in the OVC tournament. The Lady Govs came out firing as they hit 13 three-pointers, just one short of a team record. The Govs also performed strong on the defensive side of the ball, allowing 1 point in the final 6 minutes of the game. Head coach Dave Midlick also earned his 100th victory in last night's win.
APSU softball was also victorious Wednesday night against MTSU. Senior ace Morgan Rackle picked up her 6th win on the young season, striking out 6 batters in 7 innings. The bats were hot for the Govs as they put 10 past MTSU on the game. The softball team is currently competing in the Chanticleer Showdown in South Carolina.
The APSU men's basketball team fell to the Eastern Kentucky Colonels Thursday night 80-80. The Governors were not able to rally around star player Terry Taylor, who scored a game-high 37 points to go along with 15 rebounds. The Govs struggled to make shots as EKU hit 52% of their shots compared to the Govs' 39%. This loss puts the Governors in 4th place in the OVC standings. Up next, the Governors will travel to Murray State for a battle of the borders to take on Jay Morant and the Murray State Racers as the last regular season game.
APSU men's baseball was victorious over Vanderbilt on Wednesday night. The Govs came away from Charles Hawkins Field with the 7-6 win in 10 innings over the number 1 ranked Commodores. Senior lefty Brett Newberg came away with the W after striking out 5 batters in 3 innings. The Bat Govs take on Indiana State today at 1 in a 3-way game-away series.
The women's tennis team will take their undefeated record to Kennesaw, Georgia tomorrow as they take on the Kennesaw State Owls at 10 in the morning. The Govs are coming off a dominating win over IU-PUI where they won 7-0.
The Governors men's tennis team takes on Southern Indiana today in Clarksville. The Governors come into this one trying to build momentum after getting swept by Louisville on February 17th. This matchup is the first of 4 in 7 days for the tennis Govs as they look to build upon what has been a difficult season thus far.
Spring football is upon us here at Austin Peay, and Govs fans have a lot to be excited for, Ashton.
That's right, Kirk. New head coach Mark Hudspeth comes in and hopes to pick up where fan favorite Will Healy left off.
Hudspeth was most recently assistant head coach at Tigers and tight end coach at Mississippi State University and brings a FBS demeanor to Austin Peay.
He also was the head coach at Louisiana Lafayette before that. The Govs regular season kicks off on August 31st against North Carolina Central at Forterra Stadium.
That's all for sports.
Still ahead, scholarship deadlines, positive post-it notes, and spring break safety.
APSU-TV News will be right back.
Parked far, far away from your class? You could walk the whole way, or you could use the Peay pickup. It's a free ride around campus for APSU students, faculty, and staff. You can ride the Peay pickup from 7:30 in the morning until 7 in the evening, Monday through Friday. For more information, go to apsu.edu/SGA. A campus reminder from APSU-TV.
If you have unused or out-of-date prescription medications in your house, there are now numerous places around town where you can safely drop them off. Several local pharmacies, Clarksville's police station, and Austin Peay's campus police have take-back boxes for those medications. Help keep your family and our community safe from unused prescription drugs. For information about drop-off locations and the type of medications accepted, check out our Facebook page at WAPX-FM 91.9.
College can be hard, and sometimes life can be even harder. That's why Austin Peay offers counseling services for students in need of help. Whether it's mental health, relationship advice, or even having someone just to vent to, counseling services are available. All you have to do is call 221-6162 or stop by their office in the Art Building and begin finding your way back to wellness. For more information about student counseling services, check out our Facebook page at WAPX-FM 91.9.
Welcome back. The general scholarship deadline is almost here. According to apsu.edu, the application closes tonight at 11:59.
Yes, it does. Do you still need to apply? Go to the APSU Scholarships page and click on the APSU Scholarships tab.
It's basically free money. The tab will take you to the portal, sign in with your one-stop login, and get to applying.
One of the key supporters of Austin Peay's Gender and Sexuality Alliance is being honored for his work to keep the organization going strong. Mayor Joe Pitts presented retired APSU professor Glenn Carter with the key to the city of Clarksville this week.
The key to the city of Clarksville, and appreciation for your outstanding contributions, dedication, and support of the students of Austin Peay State University and the people of the city of Clarksville, presented to Glenn C. Carter on this day, signed by me and the city clerk, and it is my honor to present this to you.
Carter has played a key role in the Alliance. The GSA is celebrating 40 years of supporting the campus's diverse queer, lesbian, gay, and bi population.
See the city's up-and-coming filmmakers next week. The Clarksville Film Festival is Saturday, March 9th at the Roxy. Each team created a 4 to 7 minute film in 52 hours. See the films at the Roxy at 5 in the evening, March 9th. Cash prizes will be given to the winners. All film creators or film lovers are welcome.
A little piece of colored paper can help do a lot of good. Professor Jeffrey Thompson's class, titled Techniques of Social Work for Groups, hosted an event on suicide prevention.
I asked my groups class to do something beneficial as a group for the entire university. So they created this large sign, and on the top it read, "Everyone Matters." And students had an opportunity then to post sticky notes of encouragement to someone who might need a word of encouragement, someone who might be going through a hard time. And then receive some baked goods with a note of encouragement after posting the sticky note. It was a wonderful experience. There's hope, there's help, don't give up. We're in this together. Everyone truly matters.
The Positive Post-it Note event was held to promote suicide prevention by spreading positive messages. In exchange for a positive message, people received free baked goods.
Now you can solve a murder mystery and enjoy a great steak dinner at the same time this weekend. The Bell Hollow is hosting Murder at the Masquerade Saturday, March 2nd. It's a murder mystery themed dinner show. The cost is $45 and the show is PG-13. Go to info@thebellhollow.com for more details.
Spring break means a lot of you are taking road trips. It's a good time to review traffic safety laws. The Clarksville-Montgomery County Traffic Safety Task Force organized a Safe Spring Break Impact Panel here on campus. The Clarksville Police Department's press release Facebook page reports more than 400 Austin Peay students attended. The event featured tips on how to avoid the dangers of distracted driving and speakers whose lives have been directly affected. Some of you are spending spring break working while others are playing, and even more of you have other big plans in the works. You are happy to share with me what you plan to do on that week off from classes.
My name is Terrell, and for spring break, I'm just chilling. For spring break, I plan to spend it in Florida.
For spring break, my little cousin's coming down from Memphis and we're gonna celebrate her 11th birthday.
For spring break, one of my best friends I haven't seen in a year is coming down and we're gonna hang out.
Over spring break, I'll be spending time with my family, which is 3 hours away.
My spring break will consist of me going to Gatlinburg with some of my closest friends and also catching up on sleep.
All right, I'm going to ATL for spring break with 2 of my brothers from Kappa Alpha.
Do you guys have any spring break plans?
Well, my birthday's tomorrow.
Woo!
Happy
birthday.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I'm gonna be celebrating.
How old are you gonna be?
21.
All right.
21.
Yeah.
Oh man. Those were the days. Yeah, right. Hey, that Bell Hollow, that experience sounds awesome.
It does.
$45 for a meal and be able to do that mystery thing. That is awesome. I'm gonna have to go to that. I'm gonna have to go to it.
I've been to a dinner and a movie, or not, what is it called?
It's like
murder
a
mystery. And they like shut the lights off every time something dramatic happens, so it's kind of...
Yeah, I went to something like that. It was in Atlanta. It was called, gosh, it was like a castle, and like they brought like a whole rotisserie chicken to you, and like it was so cool. And then like it was like jousting in the middle.
Yeah,
medieval
times.
Medieval times. That's what it was.
I would be way too focused on the food to handle any mystery.
Agree.
I hear that.
Gotta handle that steak. Gotta handle that steak.
Well, that's all for this edition of your Gov's News Weekend Update. Be sure to join us in the interaction by liking us on Facebook at APSU-TV Clarksville and Instagram at APSU_TV.
Thanks for watching another edition of your Gov's News Weekend Update. Have a good weekend.
And as always,
Let's go Peay!